Right as I jump in, thank you for the follow. Absolutely, thank you for the follow. So let's go ahead and jump into it here. Cool. Thank you for the follow. Jumped in at just the right time. Let me close Spotify real quick. Um, Press
The
pause
radio
on that.
got me.
Loud and clear.
All right, awesome.
Alright, so for those that don't know what's going on, this is iGPS. This is iRacing's Grand Prix series, the top level of open wheel racing in iRacing. This is week 3. There's
Hold on.
12 weeks.
I heard you do it. I was like, I should do the same.
Replay. So, I'm turning some stuff down. I'm turning some stuff up. Grandsons will be high detail. Crowd will be low. Objects low. Particles medium. If I can click it. So this is the stuff that we have to do on a regular basis, me and Kris both, to make sure that this car in this series works properly. Because we had a lot of issues. Like those issues right there, those are normal. So don't need night shadows. Data maps and car and track.
So I got better right now. It seems to do it every time I get in the session. So I'll probably not I don't know if I'm gonna qualify. I doubt I will. I'll probably just chill at the back again, especially because of how treacherous it is. But I'll probably turn a quali lap and then like one exit or something doesn't count.
Okay.
Just to get the stutter worked out.
I just adjusted my frame rate, so I may jump out and jump back in. Probably when the server changes over to the race lobby. Because I just wanted everything to kind of take a fresh set. We'll figure it all out. It's a shame that it's easier as a driver to handle this than it is as a race engineer. This is the stuff that we deal with.
No worries, no worries. If something happens, you know, as long as the car stays it's a thing, so.
Actually, I may do that refresh now because it dropped to like 16 frames for some odd reason. So, give me a second, I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries.
We're gonna re-jump back in here. Let the frame rate out. Because that was scary. This is the stuff that we deal with. The stuff that we do for racing. It literally is. And it sucks. Okay, so answering some of the stuff at the chat. It's been a tricky week. Spa's relentless and the tires are toast. Yeah. Been a struggle with balance and blowout. So if you make it to the checkers, that's a personal W. Also, yep. It's difficult. It's not undrivable, but it really takes work to be comfy. Yeah, the setup that you gave me wasn't bad. I don't push as hard as you do. I don't know if you're still listening or not, if you have the ability to listen. It's not that bad. It just, you have to be smart about it. And there's if you push, you're not going to get the tires to last very long. If you take it easy, you really could one-stop it if you want to. It's just a matter of, how viable is it? So that's always been a big question, is how viable is it? And we've been trying to figure that out. And I think both me and Kris, despite us using the same setup, are going about things so differently that it's going to be interesting. So my job tonight is going to be simply the roof, which is why I'm drinking Mountain Dew, and two, try to cater to the way Kris is going to drive, because, and I know that it's freezing a little bit because it's loading the game back up. See, so I have to kind of cater to how Kris is going to drive the car. So we're probably just going to go one stop on mediums if we can. That's the objective. But it's not going to be easy at all. I know that. The tires, with Kris's setup, the tires, the mediums, like, we can get them to the window we need them to, but we can't push that window at all. So we have to make the mediums last 15 laps, and we know that they can go 17 before blowing out. That's rough. Yeah. When I load back in, I can, yeah. Actually, I might pull it up so you can kind of see what we're working with whenever it loads. So the driver's in the car. So this is the setup sheet that we're looking at. And I can send you the setup file, but I don't know how easy it's going to be to read when it's not in-game. Okay, so I closed Discord. I just want some screenshots of the options for different cars. Okay, so we'll run through it here. So this is for the
radio check again.
Radio check. 1, 2. That come through? I said radio check 1, 2.
Okay, copy.
I don't think I can.
I don't know what the track temp is right now, but it feels pretty good so far on the medium on this little test run. It feels like there's a lot more grip in the track at the moment, so I hope it stays like this.
I'm not sure. Air temp 68, track temp 73.
Yeah, that's like 10 degrees cooler, I think, than what I sent you on Discord. I'm still running the same times I was running on softs, but on mediums right now, so.
Well, we've got almost a full race split on track right now, so this will be where it kind of starts going up.
Yeah. We got about a regular grid signed up so far, and we're only halfway through the sign up. So we might end up with like a 30 car lobby, or a 28 car lobby.
No, it won't. We'll end up with like a 14 lobby because it was split into 2. Alright. Frames, come back to us, frames. Yeah. So here's the chassis. So we start with the ballast here. Ballast is set negative. It's 5.9 inches to the front. Nose weight's 45.5. Cross weight's 50. It's a dead even, as it should be. You've got the roll bar rate, the preload, the heave rate, the heave perch offset, spring deflation, toe in. Obviously, you've got the front left, front right, right rear, left rear, as far as the torsion, the camber, toe angle, the weight. Then you have the basics on the rear, fuel level, ride height. The fuel level directly determines the ride height. So the way the setup is set up, the less weight in the car, the more the rear lifts up. And we can't actually run a qualifying run. The reason why is because if we lower the amount of fuel below 68 pounds, it'll make the car illegal. So we're going to be running an illegal setup at the end of the race, but because the inspection or the pre-race inspection is just for the pre-race, we can get away with it. A lot of people do it at the Daytona and Le Mans, the big races, the big 24-hour races. But some people started doing it in iGPS as well, where they'll just set up to be legal for the start of the race, and then it'll be illegal by the time it ends. And the ride height will adjust by 0.2 of an inch, which doesn't seem like much, but the amount of downforce.
With the ERS settings quite a bit while I was doing that last practice session to see if I could try to balance out those inconsistencies, and there's not really anything I can do about it. So I think it's just going to be the name of the game, is just working with what we got, because I don't think there's anything we can do, and just hope that everybody's struggling the same amount.
Well, we've had time to practice with it and try to adjust to it, so I mean, it's not like we're caught off blind here. I'm sure there's some people that will be, so we'll take advantage of that. But, I mean, I'm not going to spend my time focusing on it, and nice save.
Thank you. Did everybody on stream catch that? Was that sexy enough for you?
Not going to lie, I thought you were going to heave it over the barrier.
That makes two of us. I thought it was gone twice. I'm going to work on pit in, pit out for the rest of this year, because I think the car is pretty much where it's going to be. I don't think we can do anything in terms of balance. It feels okay. The only thing I would think of is if it's really, since it's going to get more rake, we can take a little more wing out in that second run. But other than that, I think we got what we got here. Definitely don't want to put any more wing into it, because it's already on the nose as it is. So.
Yeah, I don't think
Tires held up
adding...
decently well there. I don't know how many laps it is. It's like maybe 5, but 87, 84, 84, 85.
So here's
I think I did
what
5 laps, so I think that's pretty consistent with trying to go to 15.
Right, so here's what the drivetrain and the braking looks like. So when we talk about how finicky the MGU is going to be for this race, we are limited as to what we can do with it. So we can set up for qualifying and have very limited control, and it will constantly drain. Or we can set it to race mode, and we have 3 abilities to change the SOC, or state of charge. We can choose between 25, 50, and 75% state of charge. That is the benchmarks that we have to be able to either deplete or charge the MGUK for us to store hybrid energy. So when Kris was talking about how finicky it was and having to adjust that, she's talking about how much she's going to have to go between 50, 25, and 75. So scenario 2, scenario 5, scenario 7, appropriately. So when she says going to scenario 2, that means that she's pushing for pace. She's pushing for lap time. When she's saying 50, that means that she's wanting consistency. That usually means she's trying to really hold station and try to eke out some tire life. And then obviously scenario 7 is charge the battery, preparing for either an in-lap for a pit stop, or putting it in scenario 7 for an outlap so we can try to use like an undercut scenario to gain positions outside of a pit stop. You see the override launch RPM. That is when the MGUK comes into play. So it'll override our launch at 12,900 RPM and at 52.8 miles an hour. That's when it really overrides the system. So it puts in a burst, and then it kicks on to full blast when it gets to 52.8 miles an hour. So you feel a lot of hybrid energy really quickly coming out of corners. So then we have the brake system. This is going to be different between drivers. Me and Kris, we do not have load cell pedals. We have more generic pedals. So we don't have the ability to modulate brake input as some people will, as people like your esports drivers will. The people that race in the Porsche Cup Series or the Coca-Cola NASCAR Series, they have almost top-tier equipment. We don't. So we have to run a lower brake pressure to be able to modulate.
I'm going to need a lot of reminders to take it easy when we get the fresh rubber, because the cold tires on low fuel are just a nightmare.
And then you have the peak brake bias and the base brake bias. There is a curve.
Let me go after it in the first like 2 or 3 laps after it stops.
I gotcha. I'm kind of going over with Bambi what the setup looks like.
Okay, copy. Yeah, are we pretty well committed to medium? Because that works for me.
To me, that's the only strategy that really gets us into some serious points.
Okie dokie. I'm not sure it's going to be 1 split or 2. It's looking pretty close right now. So if they're going to have a really big race, they're like a really small one.
Yeah, we've had both. We've had big. We had big at Silverstone. We had small at Monza. So we'll figure it out. All we need, if we have 4 more, then it's perfectly full.
Yes, I'm for. Alright, coolio.
Alright, so back to what I was talking about the brakes. So the brake bias, so the base is 52%. That is how much, when you start pressing the brake, that is how much brake bias there is. So it's always, so both of us prefer it to the front. Now the peak, it is curved. So it will become more front-based brake bias the harder the brakes are applied. And it's a slight curve because we're only applying 2% extra brake at the very peak of the braking point. So we went for a more consistent brake pressure application. The peak brake bias offset, that's 5. That means that when under moderate braking, it's going to remain frontwards. Whereas 1, if the balance was set to 1, it'd be more rearward brake, which we do not want. That means the car will snap under braking more than it already wants to. And the bias ramping, as I was talking about, there is a slight curve. It begins at half throttle, at half brake pedal. So that's what all that means. A differential build, we don't touch this. Yeah. In real life, the difference between base and peak is definitely not a user setting, but it is here. So we use advantage. We take it to our complete advantage and we use it. And the brakes are the most important part of this car. I know that it's an F1 car, and everyone's like, well, mechanical grip and all this stuff. Without the brakes, none of it matters. If you're not confident on the brakes in this car, you will never set fast lap times. Doesn't matter how good you are on the throttle. Doesn't matter how grippy the car is. If you can't hit things like La Source and Le Combe on this track confidently and as late as possible, you're going to be a 1.5 seconds off pace, no matter what. Yeah, that idea of getting as little bias gain as possible does apply to iRacing, so that part is correct. No, you cannot. I think we're about to have a completely full split.
I think the pit delta is something around 20 seconds, 25 seconds, give or take. I had Abby right behind me when I pit. She was like 3 seconds back. I just came out and she was like 23 seconds ahead. So there's a note. About 20 to 25 seconds, I think.
All right. Well, we'll plan for 25 then.
Sure thing. I'm really hoping that this stays where it's at and we have a 24 card split. That'd be awesome. Absolute chaos, but awesome.
Are we running the minimum? I think we're running really close to minimum. I think we're running enough minimum to where we feel comfortable.
Quick FYI, if we get wiped out like the first 10 minutes, I'm down to do some carb cup or some hosted with you after this to fill the time.
Hell yeah.
If she's wounded and still running and going in a straight line, I'll run it for 23rd if we have to. But yeah, if we're totaled, I'll go.
Hell, we'll bang the wheels off of the ARCA cars at the short track. We'll just find one.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, someone just left the raid session. So I think we'll be going to the 23 before cars. It's gonna get juicy. It's gonna be some real 2012 hours.
This is the last second surge. Are we going to get the 26 or are we going to go over? There's two Haas cars here.
Well, there's 24. Ooh, buddy.
Two Haas cars, Martini Williams, a
Big
new
thanks to
Williams.
everybody coming in on the stream, by the way. Hope y'all have fun. Hope Hardy guides me to a good finish.
I've not let you down yet.
I'm excited for after this, too. We're going to go straight to Nürburgring. I'm excited.
Yeah, I am too. I'm probably going to race my iGPS race tomorrow at some point.
Oh, good deal, good deal. I think we're going to have 24 exactly here because it's 10 o'clock, so I'll see you in the race. Remember, make sure you're on all teams, or on teams instead of all teams like last week.
It was because I didn't click spotting right away, so it wasn't transmitting it right. But I got that fixed for this time.
Copy that. See you there.
All right, here we go. We are getting close to crunch time. And okay, Bambi. I don't have Discord open on my computer because I'm saving RAM. Yeah, I got you. I can look at them later. Yeah, obviously I'm not gonna look at them now. We're ready to race. So here's the game plan. We're gonna try to go as long as possible. This race is 29 laps. So a traditional race at Spa is 44. So we're running over half distance of a normal Formula One Grand Prix. So it is going to be an interesting race. It should be about an hour. Our objective is to be in the top 10. The top 10 is the traditional points for Formula One. The closer we can get to the top 6, the better. But our objective on a normal basis is to be in the top 10. So that's what we're aiming for. That's our goal. We'll see where we're at when we load in here, because I'm going to load in before Kris does. And we are getting ready to jump in now, actually. We're 98%. Kris is probably at like 50. Getting ready to load. Okay, so I've already started spotting. Husky and beautiful. Har, har, har. Number 12. Okay. So we are number 12. And by we, I mean Kris is number 12. There's 24 in here. All 24 are already in the lobby. Pablo Donoso is really quick. Chris Kindler, Reed Miller, Donazio Martinez, Jacob Anderson, Josh Klog, Yuki Nasu, sorry. I don't know why I added the T to that. Alrighty. Are we going to qualify for this one?
No, probably not. I'm just going to run a lap here to get any lag worked out, get track to start one last time.
10-4.
Yeah, I think it's going to be way crazy at the start. I hate to do it because it's always a lame move to right, pull over and let everybody go if I'm in the middle of the pack here, because this is going to be a total cluster in the first half of the lap here.
I might just feign an engine change and start from pit lane, depending on where we're at.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're number 12, so we're right smack dab in the middle, so high rating shouldn't be too big of a worry. I'd like to get points if we can, but either way, I just want to make it to the end of the race.
Yeah, that's obviously the objective, is make it to the finish. We can worry about points later. We've got a Honda power unit, so I might as well just be like, hey, GP2 engine, we need a change. But we'll see where we're at. All it takes is 4 people not qualifying, and we're in the middle of it. And it's La Source. It's not like it's the easiest corner in the world for turn 1.
Yeah, I got a little bit of traffic practice too, but I don't really know how it's going to handle with 12 plus cars in front. And I know it's a solo split, so we're not going to be fighting for the podium unless there's some crazy shenanigans. So I guess we'll see what happens. Just try to have some fun with it. I'm more worried about actually, I won't be driving with Daisy for the first half of the race.
I kind of explained what scenarios 2, 5, and 7 mean. So when we throw that out, that's gonna be what we're talking about. Is the state of charge.
Yeah, 10-4. If you can stay on top of that for me too, because I'll be talk to me in straight line.
Yeah, we've got some key points after Radian, after.
I just got DQ'd for quali.
It just means that if you ran out of time, it invalidates it. So it'll put you based on I rating.
Oh, okay. This doesn't hurt us in the race.
No, it doesn't even affect your safety rating.
Okie dokie. That would suck if we do all this. We get DQ'd in quali.
No, it's the same way in the NASCAR series. It does the exact same thing. They're slowly phasing into everything.
Yeah, I just wanted to do a practice. No, I've never been D2 to the quali contest. We got a couple of D8s in here as well, so this will be juicy. One D8, a couple D7s, so.
Um, yeah, Honda is out of F1 after next season. What they're going to do, we have no idea. Yeah, but they're leaving Formula One after
By
2021.
myself, but as far as that one initial little lap there, I didn't have any stutter, so we'll see if it comes back once we get moving.
We are completely pit starting, just letting you know. Only 5 people have set a lap at all.
Oh, it's a long lap though. They're still setting them. There's 7, 8. It's just a really long lap. But yeah, by all means, if we get the official results here, I'm not against the pit start. We'll see where we're at though.
Yeah, we're definitely starting closer to mid though. Vanderland, I know that he's going to be running a lap. Pablo better be running a lap. Christopher Kindler better be running a lap. Like some of these guys that haven't run a lap, I'm betting will. But Hamlet, Sipos, Walter, Dentuma, and Pozitis, they're probably gonna be dangerous.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm just trying to keep the nerves down.
Absolutely. I mean, we've got nothing really to lose here. It's kind of just on our court to kind of just make it work.
Oh yeah, we got nothing to lose. I just want to. We put a lot of practice in. I don't want to get wiped out in the first one. Not like we couldn't do another one tomorrow, but I want it done.
Yeah, that's kind of been the magic of it, is that we do 1/10 and we kind of just take the points and go.
Yes, yes. We got one hard on. Hard. Looks like a good mix of soft and medium, so we'll see what's
Yeah, we're gonna be pit starting on this one.
Okay, no problem. I haven't done a pit start in a long, long time, so do I wait until it says race starts and then I join?
Correct. You'll join in as soon as it says miss start, and it'll hold you for about 10 seconds.
Okay, dokie.
I'll keep an eye on how turn 1 goes, because when you come out of pit lane, they may still be wrecking.
Yeah. That'd be helpful. Yeah. I don't think we're going to be alone on the pit start either, so we'll have to see what happens. We're going to have our own negotiate out of the pit lane.
It's also irritating seeing how not everyone's lined up in pit slots on the grid. There's some people that aren't even.
Alrighty, about 15 seconds here. Game time.
Alrighty, I'm looking at turn 1. Let me know when you're in. Lights are about to go off. They're off. Six wide in turn 1. They all made it.
Alright, we're good.
Yeah, just stay in scenario 5 for right now. I'm gonna keep an eye on the pack while you go around. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. I'm just gonna make sure that no one's gonna be surprising you. This actually may be one of the most challenging races we've done. Everyone made it through lap 1, no problems. To answer your question, Brian, no. It says remaining time because it's absolutely based on laps. It's based entirely on laps. When the race completes itself based on laps, it'll automatically end. It's set to that time because that's kind of just when they cleanse the lobby. So yeah, it's based on laps purely by distance, not by time. That way, if people are stupid, like on ovals, literally people can sit there for like 3 hours and just run under caution the entire time. So right now, I'm not looking at Kris. Right now, I'm looking at the mid-pack, the midfield, because that's where everything's clustered together, and one slip-up could really throw everything off and put us in a lot of hurt or either in great position. Like the car in front of the Ferrari right now, getting loose going into Stavro. Ferrari making a late lunge. There we go. There is a wreck going into Blanchimont. Be aware.
Okay, copy.
And you're up to P19.
The stats will show that was 5 and 1 lap. So this makes up that was 5 and 1 lap, yeah?
Yep, that was 5 and 1. Keep knocking on the door. I think you're either 16th or 17th. Gotta wait for the next update. Yeah, that was absolutely stupid. It was fucking brain dead. Let me see if I can bump Chris's audio up a little bit for you guys. That's about as loud as it's gonna get.
I got stuff to do for one. There you go.
Out of the bus stop, out of the final corner, yeah. So that request by Kris was a request to start pushing for faster laps. Which I obliged.
I really like that lap, but that pace like too much for the Do you want me stuck 7 or stuck 5 after this lap?
Back to 5. You see the yellow flag. Someone went off, but it should be clear. Nope, 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 nope. I didn't see him, sorry.
No, that wasn't your fault. I saw him. He just didn't merge. He merged like a dummy.
That was dumb. Why did they not take...
All good. I'm awake.
That is P16, so that was good. And he just hit the gravel. He's not damaged, so you will be racing him now.
Okay. We're gonna get the Giga ERS on this lap because it overcharged.
Nineteen's gonna try to be a little bit of a grudge on here. Be careful.
I  I  I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I I
He is on softs, so if he goes by, don't worry about him. Because he's already burned his tires off.
Yeah. Yep. Ran a 50.4 even with stopping in the middle of the straightaway there, so I feel like the track is pretty good. Balance feels okay.
Copy. It looks like this might be the play, or medium strat might be it.
Yeah, I think everybody on soft has to do a two-stopper, because I don't, they might go to medium and stretch the medium, so by that they'll be trying, you won't get like 10 laps out of the soft. If you're like really good about it.
So the scenario for those on the softs is either two-stop, because they will go soft, medium, or they will go soft to hard.
I think some of them are going to go soft.
Some might, but they're not racing us, so.
Yep.
Good avoidance. I know you don't have trading paints on right now, but both of these cars in front of you are Haas.
No, I do have it on. I can see. I'm running right with K-Mag and Gross on.
Alright, cool. I figured you weren't because it usually takes up frame rate, but alright, cool.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I figured it'd be helpful.
Be helpful to see the cars I'm calling out, yeah? Both the cars in front are on softs, so they are not on your strategy. That is now P15.
Oh, we're up high so far. Where's Abby at?
P10.
Cool. Let's look after the car in front. And they're on top 2, correct?
Gap to the car ahead is 11.3. They are on softs. So unless they can pull away from you, they are going to lose time.
Alright, cool, thank you.
Both of the cars in front of you are on softs. You're P14.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Car behind spun at left source. No challenge. Our game plan is to pit on lap 15.
Copy. How's my pace so far? It's not too fast, is it? I know it's not going to be super fast, but it's not like tearing your tires.
You're running a similar pace to Abigail right now.
Cool. Is she on soft or hard? Or medium, I mean.
She's on our strategy. Those at the edge of the top 10, you were either running around or faster than.
Alright, awesome. I head down.
Pablo Donoso is running your pace. That is the one car.
Alright.
You're faster than everyone 7th and lower.
Copy, please. Okay.
Take advantage of the clean air. You just stay out of charge as you need to. You're faster than everyone ahead of you up to P6.
Okay, thank you.
Car ahead is 8.2. You gained 2 seconds that last lap. Actually, he's off. He is off. Be careful.
There's a car off the track on the left-hand side there.
That was P6. You're passing your car with damage. That moves you to P12. That was a shitty exit.
What lap is that?
Still a 49.9.
What lap number, though?
You're on 10.
Okay, that would make sense because a bunch of people who came out of the pit here.
Too far behind. Two cars on fresh mediums. Don't fight him too hard here. He's gonna be way quicker. Your pace is good. Your pace is good. Keep doing what you're doing. Fantastic work. Everyone that has pit so far is pivoting to a 2-stop strategy. We will save time.
Silence is alright, so everywhere except for air is sketchy there, but everywhere else is okay.
Repeat that message after the next corner.
Everywhere except for air rouge, balance is good. It's sketchy air rouge, but it's okay.
Consistent pace within the same tenth as the lap before. Fantastic. So right now we're actually doing fantastic. Most everyone has pivoted except for the top 4. Actually, the top 5 really haven't moved. They're on our strategy. Thomas Sipos, he's kind of floating. Andrew Duffy's floating. He's floated to his 2 strategy. The 8 car Daniel Vanderlinde is on a 2-stop. Ben Furloff is on at least a 2-stop. Chris Kindler is on a 2-stop. And then Donacio Martinez.
Drivers are talking about their tires.
Good for us. So,
Driver on hard and on medium and they start to go too much.
So for those that didn't understand that message, I don't blame you. So what Kris is saying, what she's saying is that there's other drivers, especially the likes of Van der Linde, who are on the softs, and Van der Linde, he is not a slow driver at all, but he's complaining about his tires falling away. Kris, she's doing fantastic.
The tires are starting to go.
It is 13. I need you to make it just 2 more laps. You just ran one of your fastest laps that last lap.
Okay, I can make it. I don't know if it's supposed to be lap time. It's okay. It's really bad there now.
As long as you stay within the 49s, you're good.
I can do that. I can do that.
That'd be perfect. Thank you. We're getting points in this race. We're absolutely fucking getting points in this race. At the end of this lap, I want everyone to put in 2 emojis. A clock emoji and a hammer emoji. Please. Actually, no, a hammer emoji, then clock emoji. Invert this. Hammer, clock. At the end of this lap. I'll let you know when.
The next one's an in lap, correct?
Yes.
You want me to talk to for the in lap?
I will let you know. Give me just a second.
Got it. My idea is talk to for the next lap and then plus 7 on the exit lap so that I can't go too hard.
Sock 2 out of the bus stop, please.
Copy.
Hammer time, Kris. Hammer time. Go ahead, BK. That works too.
Hitting this time, correct? They got it.
Pitting at the end of this lap.
Okay, copy box. Do you want scenario 7 for the outlap?
No. Scenario 5.
Copy, 10-5.
Switch to scenario 7 in pit lane for more charge, then 5 on your way out.
No, it'll only be at the lap update.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Then just scenario 5 all the way. Forgot about that. I keep forgetting that you can only do it once a lap.
You know that was the best lap that I just gave up there. It was like 2 seconds.
Oh, I know. You were getting a lot faster. It was looking fantastic. You were running very good pace. '21 will be coming on the exit. Stayed ahead of him, so you're now P12.
Copy. This lap's gonna be through the tires.
Yeah, but it's 21. You'll be fine. Something that I find interesting, I kind of left it this way deliberately, So in F1, when people were trying to talk to their drivers, there's a panel, and they have to press a button to talk to their driver. I have to do that on my wheel. So by by just pure laziness, I'm kind of doing the whole panel button thing on my steering wheel just to talk to Kris during the race. Because we're not on Discord, because our frame rates will take a shit. But, so I'm pressing the button, and Kris is pressing a button on her steering wheel to make sure that she can talk to me. So, this is about as realistic as we're going to get without spending millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Correct. You will have open control of your scenario settings at the end of this lap.
Okay, cheers.
Let's get ourselves some points. I'm excited. Here we go. Kris is doing a fantastic job. She really is. She's doing...
I've got a he just pointed it at me. I'm getting quite hot. So this is about to get really fun.
We'll debrief afterwards, but yeah, this is about to be the most realistic experience ever. Car in front under 11, car behind up to 2 seconds behind. So you're opening a gap and you're closing down the car in front.
Copy. Good info.
You gained a second that lap on the car in front. That lap was also your personal best, 48.3. You are P11.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that. Now I'm hungry.
And go eat.
Copy. Somebody clip that.
That was good. All right. Everyone's about to make their second round of pit stops.
Copy. Is their fuel number okay?
Yes.
Okay. If I have to lift and coach or something, let me know.
There are 11 laps to go, Bambi. 11 laps to go. Gaps are steady. Gaps are steady. Car in front has one more stop. Car in front has one more stop. Formula One's keeping Kris honest. I'm impressed with how this field turned out. This field turned out actually pretty smooth. Actually, I'm really impressed by it. Everyone in this race came to play. I'd like to see it. Update on Allie. She is P8.
Hey, get in there, Abby.
Battling for P7. Realistically, if something happens, it's going to happen within one of the next 4 positions for Kris to get into the top 10. The 11 car is on older tires. Abby, I believe, is on a little bit older tires. So right now, we're sitting really good. The pit delta is 25 seconds. So if anyone pits now, it's going to be really difficult. There's the lag. For no reason. Nine car is in. This will be for position. This will move you into the points. Manage your tires. Be smart, but keep pace. You're doing fantastic. 47.9.
Oh. How many laps to go?
See, Keith, it won't matter right now because I'm not racing. I'm watching. If your last question was how many are watching, it's been a steady 5 all race long. So, pretty good.
Well, that's great. But no, how many laps left?
Oh. See, helmet chatter. 9.
Okay, copy, thank you.
Oh, who said I was making it easy? What all do I have for 1,000 points?
I don't know what the gaps are looking like or if there's cars and stuff that still need a bit, but if I need to try to pick up the hang on to this point, you let me know, alright?
Next car behind still 21. You've been gaining time on him. And it's still about 10 seconds to the 11 car in front, so you're still good.
Alright, cool.
car behind is starting to fall back a little bit. He tried heaving with you. He tried keeping you honest, but now he's starting to fall. You're within a pit stop delta of one P6 to P9. So if they need to pit, they're not getting back around you.
Copy. Balance is pretty good. It's actually getting a little bit tight, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, I figured that with the rake turning up when the fuel got lower. You're faster in Sector 1 and 2 than the car behind. You're faster in Sector 3 to the car in front. Seven to go. There is a car off. There's a car off.
Yeah, maybe contact somebody. Is that a rooftop air reach? First of all, they okay. Second, what was that?
That was for P9.
Okay, copy. How did they lose it? They were correct?
Let me go back and check. I'm gonna go blind for a second.
Yeah, copy. Let's go back to look.
God damn it, this is stupid. So finicky. We're on 23. Oh, he never even had it. Going up through a rouge, he never even had it. That's right. Car behind's not for position. 11 lost it going up Eau Rouge. Lost it before Redeem.
Okay, copy. It is getting green. So that car that just came out of the pit was the last out.
Correct.
Copy.
Six laps to go. Closest car that can challenge you for points is 8 seconds back.
So that's just the tester time, right? It's not 11.
Yeah, this is for P9 and 10. You'd still be scoring points, but they have to get past 21.
Copy.
This low downforce is really helping Kris in the final sector. It really is. Like, night and day difference in the final sector.
Silence is so good everywhere that you're not there.
Alright, act accordingly. You got this.
Yep, I heard the pit siren from the pit.
21.
Alright, cool. There's even more of a gap after.
The gap is 6 seconds now. The 9 car is pushing.
Alright, he's gonna head down to some big after one, otherwise, yeah.
5 to go. Make him work for it. I am a race engineer, Keith. That's what I am. So kind of a spotter, more of a crew chief. So I'm doing all the strategy calls. A spotter kind of just tells people where they're at. A race engineer does the entire thing. Where to go? Lap car is coming up on you. Don't invite him. Where to go? Gap is 4 seconds. Yeah, you're not far off. Spotters are mostly ovals exclusive. So you only see them like NASCAR or something like that. Like this. Keep P9. Keep P9. Gap behind's under 2. Just keep doing your thing. Keep focused.
Yeah, this lap is good.
This DRS helps. Right, now I need you to keep him behind you. Never mind. He left later. He left. Now he lets him go.
Alright, I'll do what I can, but it's crossers immediately, so I don't know how else it'll work.
Just do what you can. We're still in the points. That's important. Just stay on the points.
Hey, Firm, who's that ahead, Lapper or Point?
Lapper. Him and the 7 that we were just battling will be for position. That's
Coming to shoot it, correct?
affirmative.
Okay, no more talking about the crash is behind me.
This is intense. This is super intense. Super, super, super intense. Fast slap. 47.6. Kris is gunning for it. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Come on. Come on. This has been the toughest challenge we've had so far. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Come on. DRS open. Come on. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Keep him offline. Make him waste those tires. Come on. Make him waste it. Make him waste it. Let him go. Let him go before turn 1. Let him go before the bus stop. Let him go before the bus stop. Come on. Don't let him have the bus stop on you. Can't see him. Where's the 9 at? Where's the 9 at? Come on. Come on, Kris. Keep it together. There's no way. There's no way. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hold it, hold it. Break, 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 break. Hold it. Come on, hold it, hold it. Yes, 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 yes. Yes! Atta girl. Atta girl. Come on. There you go, Kris. Come on. Come on! Come on! Fucking Ben's holding Kris honest. Holding her honest. Holding her honest. Come on, Ben. Fuck it up. You know you want to. This is going to be a hell of a bus stop. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Make it wide. Make it as wide as you fucking can. Bottom, defend the inside, defend the inside, defend the inside. Come on, come on! Yes! P9!
Did we get him?
You got it, P9. Great job, great job.
Oh, what a race car. Oh my god, that was awesome. Oh, great work, Hardy. Holy cow, that was awesome.
Atta girl, Kris. Great job. That was a fantastic battle.
Yeah, I got a bit hairy in the cone, but I don't think he had half a car. He started stepping out. That was, woo!
Half a tenth.
Oh my god.
Fan.
And we went from the pit lane and a 24 car split at that point. That's unbelievable.
And you were catching the car ahead. He was dropping seconds to you.
I was hauling ass. I had to go for it in Air Rouge. I saved up again, and I was like 6/10 fast lap up through that first sector. I was surprised he didn't get further alongside with the DRS. That was crazy. Did we get any X's even?
Negative.
Oh my god, what a wow. What a race. That was an awesome one. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
We'll debrief afterwards, but fantastic. You battled hard. Atta girl. Way to go. That was the best race of the season so far.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Oh my god. Yeah, I'll need to cool down for a bit, but I'll be in a call like usual afterwards. Great effort, great job on the pit strategy, great job on the updates. This was very, very, very helpful. Oh my god. Great work, great work.
What a race. I'm happy for her. That was a great job. She did a great job. She did a great job. P9. After starting dead last. I don't care who you are. That was fantastic. She did great. Abby finished P6. Kris P9. Vendeland P3. Donoso P4. That was good. That was fantastic. Way to go. Oh, we were still in the points. P9 is definitely 2 points. 2 points in the World Championship standings that will count. No, had I known that the race was going to start so clean, I wouldn't have made her pit start. I wouldn't have made her pit start, to be honest with you. But when you get to these races that are single split, you don't know what's going to happen behind you, and with LaSource, we all know. So I had to kind of put Kris in the best position where she would not get wrecked, and the judgment call just was that the difference between P7 and was that the difference between like P9 and P7? Yeah, that was absolutely the difference between P9 and P7. But it also could have been the difference between P9 and P21. Yeah, we were in the points. P9. P9. Yeah, we were P9. It was fantastic. She didn't put a foot wrong all race. She did fantastic. It was a great drive. An absolutely great drive. Yeah, she did a fantastic job. She did an absolutely incredible job. It was outstanding. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play a little bit of music and go on a short little intermission. We've got a lot going on. We've got a race debrief where me and Kris will both be in a Discord call. Um, um, yeah, it was. It absolutely was. Again, fantastic drive. It was magnificent. Not ready for it yet. Got to pick it out. Give me a second. I know they're just on the pick. Give me just a second. Yeah, we did. It was a fantastic job. Can you shout a debrief? Yeah, sure. We're back. Well, sort of back. Back enough. So I've got water here. Got water here. This is kind of where we start doing the debrief here. Kind of just waiting for them to join in. Bambi's mostly just going to be observing. Most of it's going to be debrief with Kris. And then we'll have some shenanigan fun. All right.
Hello.
Hello, we can hear you.
Hey. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a
Oh my
lot.
god. I'm still pretty much out of breath from that.
I bet that was intense. Those last few laps were intense.
Yeah.
You'll have to watch it back at some point within the next day or so, because those last few laps I was just like, come on. It was good.
Oh my god. It looked like on the last lap I actually ended up net coding the pole sitter. I didn't know that. I thought it was just I squeezed him. But I never got an X, so I was like,
No, it never popped up as a 0x or anything.
I'll live with it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about too often much at all. No, it was like watching you grind out this 47s were pretty good. Like you're just like, well, it's starting to lose balance. I'm just like, well, you're running 491s. You're running the fastest laps you've run so far. So I'm not pulling you in yet.
Yeah, it wasn't like pitting bad. It was just like, woof, it's starting to get big sketchy. I thought I about threw it away in Lake Hall.
The 11 car in front of you when he crashed, like he lost it, like going to the right to start going up Radian. Like he lost it turning into Eroge. He lost it really early. Like
See, that's why I was worried. I didn't know if I'd have to. I just started taking it easier through there until I got to the last lap because obviously I didn't have time.
Being honest, your fastest sector was sector 3.
Yeah.
But you weren't like you were level in sector 1, probably because people had DRS. You weren't too bad in sector 2. In the 11 car, you would pull back a second. Like all the time you'd lose in the first 2 sectors, you'd gain it back in the third. So you were holding relatively steady, and then he started losing his rears. And as I said, as soon as his direction changed, going through a Rouge, he was chasing it, and it just speared.
Yeah, I don't know. I just oh my god.
It was good. It was fantastic.
It was. I had a really fun time because I knew the pit lane start, and then I immediately started catching people. I was like, oh.
Yeah, the first lap incident we had that I told you about, the Ferrari went to go make a move, and then he decided not to, so he door checked the car he was trying to pass, and he damaged both of them, and that took them out of contention, and it caused everyone to kind of just scatter, and that helped check everyone out.
I saw them all wadded up, in the why did I want to call it trebuchet?
No,
the last corner.
Blanchiment.
Mm-hmm. Trebuchet.
No, it was really good. I couldn't complain about that at all. The fact we had 0 X's, I thought there was a couple times where I was just like, wow, that's close, especially the Puhan. Especially in that final lap was really sketchy, but
yeah, I mean, I didn't care anymore at that point. I was like,
oh yeah, no, like you've been being the entire race. Like if we get a 1X because of Puhan, oh well.
Oh my goodness.
No, I think the game plan that we had was pretty spot on. I don't think we had the pace to make the 2 stops on the softs work. I just that wasn't a viable option, and I don't think switching compounds from medium to anything was going to be an option.
I didn't want to do a 2-stopper anyway. The softs I never found. I couldn't stretch them as far as some of these other people could. I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. It was interesting.
The The one car, from what Abby told me, apparently no stopped, which is bold. I feel like, let me look at his laps, because I feel like that can't be right.
That's
No, I guess it
interesting.
was. Yeah, he no stopped. He took the softs all the way somehow.
The fuck?
And he ran like 49s all the way through. Yeah. 48, 49. I don't care. We were running
Donoso is
47s
a
at some point.
fucking god. Holy fuck. That's insane. Yeah, I didn't know. I knew he was on softs, but I didn't know he was no stopping it. Holy fuck. I don't like that.
Me either. They even made it. I don't know. His tires had to be poo. Because mine, I don't even. Let me see what
He
mine
finished
looked like.
fourth, so I guess not too. I guess not bad enough.
I guess I can't see what my tires look like. I feel like they were shredded.
I thought our strategy was fucking perfect. Like one stop
It was.
halfway
No, it
through,
was.
and like knowing what I know now. By the way, I said it after the race when you were going to cooldown. Is that had I known what I knew now, I wouldn't have had you pit start. Not
didn't mind.
because it was too crazy, but because we could have picked off enough of the problem children that we would have been okay, and that would have been the difference between 9th and 7th.
Yeah, but
And
I mean, the goal was points, you know.
oh yeah, we
And
absolutely got it. We nailed it. Like the moment we made
I
the
felt
moment
like I
the
felt like a
moment
friggin' superhero cutting through the field. So that was way more fun for me to do the pit start, to be honest with you.
it was definitely interesting. Um, it was
Not
one
to
of
say
those
I like
things.
giving up points left and right, but I didn't think we were going to get points, to be honest. I didn't even know if we were going to make it to the end. And since we
To
had
be
no
honest,
pressure that whole
I was
first
like
stint,
we're going to finish 11th. We're going to finish 11th, and then some of the early stoppers happened, but they were the front runners. So I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. They're gonna stay ahead of us. And then everyone around us started cycling through. I'm just like, hold up, they can't do what we're doing. And then they committed themselves by just going for another set of softs. I'm just like, okay, whatever, I guess. Um, so we saved 25 seconds on pit lane, and then the 11 car going off is what really just secured us getting points.
yeah.
And then the 21 crashed after his pit stop, so he had to pit again. Ended up going a lap down as a result. And then the 9 was, God, that was sketchy. The fact that we had the straight line speed to hold him off with him having DRS was interesting. So thank
I had
God for
mapped
that.
it out. I got lucky because I had the K glitch. It drained on the penultimate lap at 50, and then I set it to 25, so I'd empty the whole thing. And I think it gave me just enough because down that whole back straightaway, I had nothing left.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know that because he was getting super fucking close, and I'm just like, oh God, he's about to launch it. And then you block the inside. I'm just like, okay, that works, thank God. But now he's gonna hop the curb, and you guys held together. You guys held it fine. I was
yeah, no, I didn't know. Oh, I didn't even see how close he got to me on the final lap there in the last corner.
very fucking close. It was half. It was half a tenth at the line.
I knew he got alongside of me, but I didn't want to. I just put it in second and prayed, and I was like, all right, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Like as far as car distance, it got really tight at the very last corner, but then you both separated, so you weren't too awful close at the line. But it
I
got
saw him in my
a little
mirror,
bit
and
tight.
I was like, oh God, am I going around here?
No, you gave each other plenty of space. It worked well.
I'm glad even with the net code that he didn't get mad at me and like
Like it looked
try
like
and
he had
kill me.
damage at first, and then it looked like it went away. So I don't know how
Oh,
much of
really?
that. I don't know how much damage he actually had.
I'm still in the lobby. I'm still looking at stuff naturally, but yeah, holy moly. I didn't know he was the pole sitter. I'm glad nobody told me because I'd have probably screwed up.
I honestly didn't pay attention. I was just like,
I
okay, we're not going to be battling for the race win, so I didn't care who was up front.
yeah, I
I
had
also
no
didn't think
idea.
that he was going to mess up that bad to end up battling us for ninth. So
I don't know that even. I don't think we touched. I don't know. I don't know. It looked like maybe just I don't know. I It looks like we net coded, but like it also doesn't look like we net coded because one, I never felt contact. It doesn't look like his wheel moved.
You
like
never
he got
reacted like you
contact.
did, so I didn't say anything. I'm just like, there's nothing wrong there, so I'll let it
Yeah,
go.
no, it looked fine. I
And
was
like in
worried. I tried to give him room afterwards too because I felt I didn't want to. I didn't try to pinch him off. My rears. I don't know if you saw in the replay, but like I was leaving 4 tire skid marks going in there. Because he broke, I broke, and then he was still going. So I tried to outbrake him in the second phase, which worked.
yeah,
But
that
I
was a
threw
smart
the
move.
car away. And then when I pushed him off, I was like, okay, I got to give him room. I was worried.
And then he just
He
kind
was
of
gonna.
leaped it on back and was like,
Yeah,
okay.
I was. It was equally as close. I was waiting to get wiped out, but
No, it was definitely close. Like it looked like it was netcode because I watched part of his wing deform and then it just popped back. So I'm just like, it's happened before, and they've ended up being just fine. So without knowing what his perspective would have been, I wouldn't be able to say anything. But the way he was able to keep pace with you, I don't think he damaged himself. I don't think there was damage to it.
yeah, no, I think it was okay, and he wasn't like yelling at me in the chat or anything, so it was all good. Somebody started yelling at Pablo. I think. I guess he made a bad move
He's on
somewhere.
a no stop strategy. Paulo can kind of do what he wants. He's got his balls in a wheelbarrow.
Yeah, very much. I don't know what.
I don't know what he was fucking smoking, but he needs to pass it here now.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was bad.
Yeah, I didn't have any K down through Blanchimont, but then it kicked in after Blanchimont. I was just watching from Ben's onboard, and I had the battery.
Yeah, it got really
Harvesting.
close. That final lap, I was like,
Oh my god! I'm
no.
glad I'm in the cockpit. I'd have like, if I was in T-bar cam, I'd have like pooped my pants.
I was trying to keep my volume down, but it was getting exciting. It was good. It was well fought. It was very well fought.
Yeah, I was surprised that I held on. I think we got lucky a couple times on the lappers. I tried to let that lapper go because he was faster, and then like I don't
and
know,
then he
just
slowed
started
down
choke
because
showing in
he's got
front of me.
damage. Yeah, that's one thing. I don't know why he's fighting because he's got damage. He's not going to be able to hold this. And sure, fucking enough, he didn't. And
Yeah,
it just
well,
backed
he
us
let
up
me
to him.
back by it. He let me back by at least, so it was okay. I'm not like mad about it. I just didn't know what. I didn't see any damage on him, so and I knew he was gaining.
It was
And the
all
last thing I
floor.
wanted him to do was try to send it. So
Yeah, it was all floor damage. He had hopped the curb.
I can't believe we 0x'd on the track that the whole
The
time
track
we're
that
like,
has
I'm gonna
one of
get
the
28
worst
X's.
one of the worst tracks with track limits. You got 0x. Everyone
That's a
around you
racetrack
had
there.
8, 6. There's a couple that were at 16 or more. It
Oh
was
my
like,
god.
holy shit.
Oh yeah, we were the only we're the only car that didn't get X's.
Yeah. Yeah, you did fantastic.
Oh Christ, Abby got 10.
Yeah, she was pushing a little bit, but she got P6, so good for her.
Mm-hmm. She was like, you don't want to run pavement sprints with me. Well, you're not the person who's burning out all your tires after 20 laps. I was like, excuse you. Or after 5 laps, I mean. She's like, I'm not having tire blowouts. I was like, bruh.
No, I pointed this out, like the way we had it set up, like to do the text, the hold to talk. Essentially, I have to do the panel thing because my button to talk is on my wheel. It's it is my share button on.
Yeah, well, yeah. So you have to like.
So I
like
was
the big
literally doing the panel
tactic.
thing. So I was having to do the panel thing. So I was having to go in and press the button, talk, let go of the button, then press the button again. Like I was
That
having
is,
to
in
do the
fact, how
fucking
it
pit
works.
walk, like the pit board talk.
Yeah.
Like
That's. Oh man. It's great. It was really funny because when you told me about the gaps with like 10 to go or something like that, I was just about to ask how many cars are we in pit stop range of, and then you're like, so if everybody pits, you're within 9 through 6. I was like, this is exactly what I needed. Thank you.
yeah, I figured it was important because we were getting to that point where people were going to either make it or not, and if people started suffering tire blowouts, then there's where we can scavenge.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, okay, well, Abby's 6. We're in range of her. If she has to pit, we're jumping her by a little bit.
Oh, the 11 totally biffed it.
Yeah, he like as soon as he turned right to go up Rue Rouge and up Rodillion, he was gone.
Props to him for getting out of the way. I didn't know that he had scooted. I thought that's where he landed because I came up the hill and I saw him on the side of the road, but I didn't know
No,
that he had moved.
he
That was
hit
good
hard.
sportsmanship.
he hit really hard.
Yeah, he nosed it pretty hard. Were you using my cam pack by chance?
I can't find it. I didn't.
What, mate?
I can't find it. I don't know where it's at. I know you posted it somewhere, but I
Mate.
don't know where it's at all. So
All right, I see how it is.
I
Because I'm
used them
looking
for
at some
Silverstone.
juicy.
I used it for Silverstone and Monza, and I couldn't use it for Spa. I'm sorry.
I'll have to send you. Well, I haven't
Send me the
finished
Spa
Nerd
and
yet,
send. I
so
was just say send me a Spa and send me Nerp, and I'll use them.
yeah. I'm looking at some juicy angle. We might just have to have a revisit then when the season's over, because that was that was pretty spicy. The car felt so good. The only times it got sketchy was in Air Rouge because it just unloads so much over Radion. But
Yeah,
or
because
over Air Rouge, I should say.
the air goes from over to under, and
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing you really do about it. Yeah, no, it looked really good. We were doing fantastic compared to the cars that we were battling around the entire race. People were either having a lot more trouble than we were going through Eau Rouge, or people were having trouble more than we were going through Blanchimont. It seemed like they weren't as stable. And those two key areas were it. So we were able to really keep ourselves level.
Yeah,
And that 47.6 was pretty spicy.
yeah, I didn't even know. I had known that I had run a couple laps. I was like, all right, this is the shit. I did not know I ran a 47.
Yeah, you ran more than one. You ran several.
Yeah, I did not know that until
Like
after the fact.
like that. most of those last 6 laps were in the mid to high 47s and very low 48s. Like they were good.
I was
They were
trying
good.
so hard to. I wasn't gonna dump the car, but I was.
It
I
didn't
was
look
trying
like it. It
really
didn't look
hard.
like it was super hard for you. It seemed like it was kind of just doing what you wanted it to do. Even through
Yeah,
Eau
I mean,
Rouge, even when you talked about the balance beam, I'm just like, well, you're getting 49 ones on a heavier fuel load, and it doesn't look like you're stepping out at all. I'm not gonna do anything about it. We're just gonna stick on plan. Um, so I wasn't ever concerned about it because you looked just planted. Like it was just there you go, up the hill. Let's go.
yeah, I was worried on that outlap that it was gonna get poopy, but it just it started to get tighter as the run went on, which was really good because usually the rears had started to go immediately because the rake had it so
But
off
it
balance.
was all
But
on the front right,
yeah, it was
and that
it.
helps.
Yeah, it did a really really nice job. I was not to say that Danilo was gonna screw me on the setup,
Yeah.
but he I just knew that it was gonna get looser. So when I got in there and it started getting tight, I thought about taking front wing out, but I was like, we shouldn't.
Yeah, I wasn't about to touch anything.
It was just so good the whole way through.
Like everyone we were catching, we were faster than for a reason, and I wasn't like,
Yeah,
why am I going to change it? So yeah, thanks to Danilo for the setup, for the base anyway. We tinkered it a little bit.
yeah, we did play with it to get it
Um,
not crashy. I'll have to let him know. I'll have to thank
yeah,
him.
it did fantastic. It kept us from being in the pleb tier range to hey, we earned points and solid points too. Like we
From
were
from the pit lane and still in pretty solid points.
in a full lobby too.
Yeah, that Haas scared the bejesus out of me when he
Both of them did.
the second one wasn't too bad, but that first one, man, I was like, oh my god, oh my god.
Oh my god, he on S game run.
He was trying to be on X game mode, but I don't know what he was on because it wasn't that. Because he
I've got
threw
the
it off
answer.
every other corner.
I've got the answer. The answer is crack. He was on crack.
You do not fuck smash my door.
Um,
Kevin just smashed the door. That's unacceptable.
God, gotta love Gunther. Oh man. Yeah, it was fantastic watching you rip through the field.
Yeah. Oh, we got 7 people watching. Let's go.
Yeah, that was great. That was absolutely fantastic. I can't complain at all with how that race went.
No, me either. I think I was pretty satisfied with Monza. I was just disappointed we didn't have enough people
Yeah,
in it for it to really be
yeah.
a big
This
race.
made it up.
This one was awesome. Yeah.
This was the best race so far. Like Silverstone was fantastic because we had all the participation.
Mhm.
Monza was okay. It was kind of it's Monza.
Silverstone, I was upset because I made a couple of mistakes that I probably shouldn't have made.
And plus, we were dealing with tech issues that entire race, so.
I only had it maybe twice the whole race, and once was in Puhan, and then it was just like little stutters on the straightaway. Sometimes
I had stutters and lag issues, kind of just spattered throughout.
I could tell because some of the messages. Sorry, I'm eating.
You're fine.
Some of the messages you were sending were like
super choppy.
Yeah.
And
it was always when you gave me, it was always in La Source. So it was funny. It was like for me in my seat, it was like there were radio issues in La Source for some reason. Because every time you tried to give me a message in La Source, it was like half broken.
It's because
like, all right.
It's because the tower is closer to Les Combes and not La Source.
I guess.
So we can communicate on the opposite side of the track, but not over here.
Yeah, not right in front of you.
Yeah.
You could practically yell at me. I like how I had to stop for the Haas, dude. I didn't realize how slow I had gotten. I was like,
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad. Because I was certain, like, when you moved to the right, I'm just like, oh god, she's about to fucking blast him. And then you just move to the left. I'm just like, I guess she's just got magic brakes now. We have low brake pressure, and we somehow just have magic brakes.
I mean, I was mostly off the throttle. I wasn't super panicked. I was just like, don't come back across again. Like my biggest worry was that no, they didn't come back to the left. I was worried that they're gonna see me and be like, oh, I gotta get out of the way, and then like Ram Ranch me. But no, it's all good. That was really. I was satisfied with Monza. I'm pretty over the moon with this one. So.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I can't complain too often much at all about it. Like everything went better than I was expecting it to.
The pace looks like it was pretty good all the way through too. I didn't have like those nervous couple laps that I usually have. It was straight out of the box running 48s and 49s.
Yeah.
The only 50s I ran the whole race were the first laps and then when the Haas wrecked. So and then the pit stop, but
yeah, pit stops won't count, obviously. No, it was really good. Yeah, I couldn't complain too much at all about it. Fuck. How much did you change between when we tested and when you did the race? How much did you change in that?
You mean like tonight?
The setup. Like the setup. Like how much did you change from when we tested, when we practiced together to actually doing the race?
I didn't touch anything today.
Okay.
All I did was put I always put the brake bias forward to 52. All I did was make that the default instead of having to change it every time. And that was the only change I made. It was pretty much bone stock. I just really focused on trying to get the tires.
Because I'll have to race tomorrow, so that's why I'm asking. So I know what I have to adjust.
Yeah, I put it to 52 on the brakes and that was it. Yeah. After that, it was just like, may the ERS be ever in your favor.
I guess my biggest question is like, I know that the balance started getting bad at the end of that first hit. How far do you think you could have run?
I could have kept going. I think Air Rouge, though, I don't know. I had to start lifting a lot, but I think the lap times didn't really suffer too much. So.
No, you were running faster without the balance in Air Rouge than what you were with it.
Yeah.
By a significant, by like 0.6.
Yeah,
it was a significant. Like I literally thought about just saying, well, we'll stay up more and we'll save that second set, and we'll just push it to the moon. That's what I wanted to do. But I was okay with
sticking to the strat because honestly, when it came to be, I'll say this much: when it came to be time to push, I was surprised how much grip there still was in the car when I started putting my foot.
Yeah,
down.
that's kind of what I was thinking. I was just like, well, we've got a lot in the car. How much are we going to be able to push? Because I thought we were going to be battling for 10th. Like, we were going to be battling just to get into the points, not battling over how many points. So...
Yeah, no,
it was...
That was pretty spicy. I almost, on, like, the first lap, I almost lost the back end. Because I had put open the DRS at the same time I was trying to make my move to the right-hand side of the track. And I about lost the ass.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
I was like, no!
Yeah, no, it was fantastic.
Yeah, I'm very satisfied. I cannot believe I didn't get it. I didn't even realize it until like maybe twice. I was like, hey, I don't think I got this yet.
It kind of crossed my mind. I'm just like, well, we've minded our P's and Q's. We've done fairly well. I didn't realize you had done nothing at all. I was like, okay. I looked at it afterwards. I'm just like, oh shit. Okay, like, wow. The track with the worst track limits, you did the best at.
That's funny how that works. You gotta respect the beast, I guess. I don't think I ever went. I think I almost went flat out on the last lap through Air Rouge, and that was the only time I even attempted to try to like go.
And that's because you didn't have much of a choice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
surprised that it had gripped up, but I wouldn't try that every lap, especially at the end of the. I
Oh.
wouldn't even try it at the beginning of the stint.
Not at all. No, yeah, it was fantastic. So when I do my race tomorrow, it'll be pretty dope.
The thing about it that was great is that I pushed when I had to, but I'll tell you that the only laps I really pushed was the in lap and the last lap. And after that, it was like pushing a little bit, but like most of the time, I was just kind of trying to manage the tires and extend my braking zones maybe by 20 meters. I really didn't want to. The car is fast enough that you can just kind of casually run good pace. So, yeah, I it felt pretty good the whole way through. That's probably why I wasn't having any issues with the balance, because I never really felt like I needed to push to keep up with anybody. Granted, I didn't see many people until towards the end that I was actually racing, but it was pretty casual. That's probably why it was so tighty.
Yeah, I mean, we'll take it. It's 2 points.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, absolutely. I'm happy with it. From a 24 car split, yeah.
Yeah, from a 24 car split, that was like from 1 to 24 was all game. Like that 20, even that 21 car was trying to keep you honest.
Yeah, and pit lane start.
Yeah, there's no
we
complaints
pretty
from me
much
at all on that.
we pretty much spanked them from the back end today. That was
Yeah,
really good effort.
it was good. We were running faster than most people in the race. It was good.
Alrighty, I'm gonna hop off, I think, and just chill out before I go to bed. Again, great job. Was awesome. Thank you, Danilo, for the incredible rocket ship. Yeah, I guess we'll get to work on Nerb. Good luck in your race.
Yeah, I'm gonna
tomorrow.
need it. Name of the game has been literally just lose everything at the last lap. So hopefully I don't do that tomorrow.
No, you won't have to on this setup.
Pretty much. Yeah, fantastic job, fantastic drive. You've definitely gonna be sleeping well tonight because you worked it out.
Yeah. Yes.
For everyone watching, that's gonna be the end of this stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Tomorrow I'll be doing some streaming. Don't know what time exactly yet, but I will let everyone know through social media and through my community Discord. But until then, until tomorrow, for Kris, for the very silent Bambi, this is Clayton, Jerky GP. Good night, everyone.